And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors. Welcome back to Jim into Crypto, episode 656, as you may have caught at the beginning. Today is Monday, February 8th, 2021, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we're here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
10-ish, and today is a 10-ish day. Top stories of the day. Bitcoin hits $43,000 all-time high as Tesla and plans to invest $1.5 billion in Bitcoin. You must be joking. Is Elon just messing with us over Doge? Dogecoin smokes his all-time high after Snoop Dogg becomes Snoop Doge. Yes, maybe time to sell. Bitcoin Cash no longer a top 10 cryptocurrency after being hounded out by Dogecoin. Ethereum Futures are now trading on CME. Of course, introducing community in crypto. And last but not least, hacker refuses to hand police passwords for seized wallet with $6.5 million in Bitcoin. But first and foremost, let's go ahead and look at those prices, Bitcoin, Zay.
Oh, yeah. So let's take a look at the fact that everything is in green today. Bitcoin at $43,899, up 13.7%. Ethereum at $1,723, up 9.1%. Even Ripple at 44 cents, up 3.7%. Stellar at 39 cents is up 0.65%. Chainlink at 25.36 is up 5.25%. Dogecoin is taken off at 8 cents. It is up 30.7%. Litecoin at $160 is up 6%. And last but not least, EOS at 352 is up 2.9%. So pretty much all green. And we'll talk about the news about Elon of why. But again, a rising tide lifts all boats. And it seems as if Bitcoin takes off, the other coins will as well. So definitely seeing that now.
Yeah, I'm over here trying to see if we can get this chat box working. Hey, it is official, people. The algo is up and running. All right. Yeah, top story of the day. You know what? Before we get started, I have to show this quick clip I pulled up because it was very important to do with today, of course.
Make your case to our viewers that if they only have one choice, they buy Bitcoin versus Tesla.
Absolutely, and thank you for having me on the show. So Bitcoin has a different goal in mind. I believe that Tesla has great potential, but the end goal of Tesla stock is to trade it for a liquid asset, which right now is the USD. Whereas Bitcoin, because it is a preservation of wealth, way to store your wealth long term, actually the goal of Bitcoin is to actually be a global reserve system. So the money that Tesla is looking to point, I believe Tesla stocks will be sold for Bitcoin. And that is my case for Bitcoin over the next decade, that it is becoming a money system that is available to set.
That's Bitcoin Zay, our in-house co-host, joining us with Fox News and also here at the Gym in the Crypto.
Oh, yeah.
Bitcoin Zay. I guess I should go to the expert right now on it. Bitcoin hits $43,000 all-time high as Tesla, the company you were just debating against in regards, or at least discussing about in regards to the Bitcoin price, has now decided to invest $1.5 billion into Bitcoin. Tell us all about this. What are your thoughts? You are the subject matter expert, clearly. What is going on with this deal here?
Oh, man. So it looks as though Elon has taken my advice and decided to do exactly what I said will happen January 18th on Fox Business. Tesla will be converting a portion of their treasury into Bitcoin. They have purchased $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. And honestly, going forward, I'm not trying to lie to you. I think this is just the beginning. They will probably buy more Bitcoin in the future, much like Michael Saylor. And because of this purchase, Bitcoin prices soared past 43,000, even on to 44,000. After it was seen that there was a filing with the SEC. It says here that thereafter we invested an aggregate $1.5 billion in Bitcoin under this policy and may acquire and hold digital assets from time to time or long term. Pretty sure long term. Moreover, we expect to begin accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment for our products in the near future, subject to applicable laws and initially on a limited basis, which we may or may not liquidate upon receipt. Me personally, I will not be buying Teslas with Bitcoin until they price it in Satoshis, and $1 equals one Satoshi. So I only buy Tesla when it's 60,000 Satoshis, which right now is about $30. So $30 will get you a Tesla in 5 years. So for those,
that's crazy when you say it out loud. Say that one more time. What would $30 get you in 5 years?
$30 will get you around 60,000 Satoshis, which if one Satoshi equals $1, that's when I'm buying a Tesla. But the option is there. If you want to buy a Tesla with Bitcoin, Tesla themselves are moving their money into Bitcoin. And that debate, I believe we can say at this point, I won. And
you won a Fox. You got, hey, for real, you got your first dub on Fox News. Hand clap, hand.
Oh yeah. And the reason I know I won is because I was just invited back to Fox News today at 3 p.m. I was just invited probably 30 minutes ago. So for those of you watching, check out Fox Business at 3 p.m. I'll be on there with Melton Dior's talking about Bitcoin, Doge, Elon, and all that stuff. So that's how I know I won. They brought me back. They were like, "Oh yeah, this dude, he must have told us something."
Hey,
But,
because and that's what I love. It's like this is what I love about cryptocurrency. Is like you said, you can't fake who knows what. It don't matter what you did in the past. It don't matter how much money you have. The receipts are here. The numbers are in. And boom, you called it. You just said it, and then it happened. Hey, we got. Hey, not only are we having you back today, Bitcoin Zay, you are in-house resident. You live here now, homie.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to you on that. And of course, we'll be talking about more things we called. If anyone that watches this show missed that Dogecoin pump, I mean, hey, be mad at yourself. Because how many times have I screamed that out the last 2 or 3 weeks? But we'll talk about that. Some quick shout outs. What is going on, my ninja, Daniel Perez? First time I saw you. What's up? What's up? Ice Cold Crypto Diversifier Hustler, Easy 001, Fumble the Face, D Chiron, Lisa Lee, T'Challa Douglas, Justin Redrick. What's going on? Bitcoin Vegan, Candace Blanton, Paul, Phil G, Brown Bujita, I Miss Sakin, Madam Crypto, P-Man Van. Yeah, P-Man Van said morning. Haha, now you really say I told you so. You already know it's coming, people. Lucy, above promotions come. And real quick, again, let me get into the story in a second, because people, could you imagine if we have been doing this show on like freaking Fox or CNBC since day one? Like, I mean, Americans, we would have made money already. This is crazy. Ahmed Sakin, Quarter Crawler, Sabrina, It's Time, Madam Crypto, Gail Crypt, Bitcoin Zay, Advising Wells. Way to go. There we go. Wesley SK. You guys are great. Love seeing people that look like me giving good advice on investing. Saw Bitcoin Zay talk Bitcoin and Tesla, invested in both. Feeling really good today. Thanks for the wisdom. There we go. JC Reddick III, Blues Lover, Crypto Vixen, Leroy Forbes, and I think that's about it. Mr. G, Trust True, Stella Smith, Eastside Tony. There we go. All right, so clearly we got a ton of people on live today. Can we please smash that like? At the very least, smash the like right there at the top of the video. If you really want to help us out, smash this video share this video as well. Smash it up. All right. Next story, you must be joking. Is Elon messing with us over Doge? Now, for those who are wondering why did Doge suddenly pump again, yeah, it was due to Elon Musk. Now, I'm not sure if he actually called himself this or not, or someone else called it to him. Apparently, there's word going around that he's called himself the CEO, the silent CEO of Doge. If that is true, slow down, Elon. We appreciate the pump. We appreciate the pump. But there's people on that Bitcoin forum that's been in Doge since Doge been Doge. Like, we're not going to do that's still the narrative, people. You got to watch it.
Yeah.
You got to watch it. All right. Thank you, Elon. We appreciate the pump. No one's the CEO of Doge, but we feel you. We get what you're saying. But again, Elon Musk, all in the news, billionaire founder of Tesla and SpaceX. And again, Bitcoin investor, was tweeting about Doge all weekend. As you can see, he actually made a commercial, possibly where he was either in the commercial or his voice is in the background. You can hear it, some of it here. So this video was spliced up. I thought that was a commercial video. It was spliced up into another video, which apparently I can't find, but they took some of his words, they put it into a commercial, and he said, wouldn't it be funny or ironic if Doge became the cryptocurrency of the future? With that video and a few more tweets, we saw Doge literally pump from about 0.03 cent, 35 cent to now, what is it, 0.08 cent. So a nice over 100% pump over the weekend when it came to Dogecoin. And of course, on following that, you also have Snoop Dogg getting into this, where he's becoming Snoop Doge as well. Like you said, Bitcoin Zay, this is 2017 all over again. And these type of things is what makes me scared, because the last time we saw celebrities get involved with cryptocurrency, the market tanked about a month or two later. So what are your thoughts on all this Doge talk?
Oh, yeah. Well, for those of you who think Doge is going to $1, let me let you in on a little secret. You would have to pass the market cap of Bank of America, Bank of China, Wells Fargo. So I don't know if that's possible. However, the Doge point pumps will happen. If you can pull up a Doge chart really quick on CoinMarketCap, you can literally see pump and dump, pump and dump, pump and dump, pump and dump. We have said this over and over on the Gentleman of Crypto. We do not know the future. However, if you look at his history and you use that to apply towards the future, Doge pumps every time it's a bull market. Every time. We've been saying that for I don't know how many years, that if the market pumps, Doge will pump. I think Elon realizes that. And because Doge is a meme coin, it's a funny coin, something to get into. I hope people are not putting their life savings into it, but it is a good way for kids and younger people to learn about cryptocurrency. So there is a use case. I think the use case is not a global store value. It is not money. You can put as much, you can print as much Doge as you want. The supply is uncapped. But yes, if you look at this chart very closely, you have a pump, dump, pump, dump, pump. I mean, literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pump and dumps, because that's what Doge does. It pumps, it dumps. That's it. We don't have another answer for you. There's no use case for it. There's no utility. And people are like, oh, it's fast. Yeah, it's fast because nobody uses the blockchain. Yeah, it's no transactions. So again, for those of you who are in Doge Army or just getting introduced to investment because of Dogecoin, remember, do not lose your shirt trying to invest and go all in. To me, Elon is trolling you guys and is making fun of the cryptocurrency market, which is exactly why Dogecoin was created, to make fun of cryptocurrency. That's why there's 10,000 Doge that are created every single minute. That's why that's why everybody who's in Doge took it as a joke. I was in Doge, 2014, when they donated to the Jamaican bobsled team. That was all just a community joke, just some money we put together to send to them. So don't lose your shirt with Doge, please. Okay. But it is a fun project.
All right, on Holiday, he said that on his Twitter years ago. Okay, thanks. I saw a read pop up this time, so I was like, all right, well, you said it years ago, then hey, maybe he is the CEO of Doge. I'm with him then. All right, hey, I'm okay with backtracking it with new information. Rashu said, I said the other day, Doge could be the new play money. Jizzy Mack is Elon just building his loyal following, making kids Doge rich and pumping Bitcoin. So here's my thing. I'm going to semi-agree with you, Bitcoin, but disagree just at the very end, and that's the whole dollar thing. You are very right about the market will take, the volume will take. But one thing I did say, as we saw it start pumping to 3 cents, was I was like, if it gets to 10 cents, we could see this thing go parabolic. And as we come to 10 cents, I think we might see it again. It makes no sense. Let's make sure we're clear about that, people. Bitcoin
nothing makes sense.
Absolutely correct. This makes 0 sense, which is also why it scares me as this possibly being the top, or at least for Doge in the short term. But also some things to consider. Like you said, take profits. I've been screaming to you, Doge was about to be pumped the last few weeks. And since I've been screaming it, it's pumped 2 times. You had 2 times, people. Some of you could have literally made your life savings over again, or at least made your yearly, you could have made your yearly money over twice again. I know this for a fact. And some people actually did, because I've been getting all types of emails and calls and people thanking me and trying to send me money left and right. So I know some people took the calls, right? But we do have to talk about Doge again. It's round at 8 cents. I'm still sticking my original prediction. I said I thought that would go to 10 cents. Just the sheer the way that again, fundamentally and technically this doesn't make sense, but psychologically it does make sense. The psychological trade cycle, the one that Bitcoins they showed me, taught me and stuff. This does make sense from a psychological point of view, because again, people are starting to look at cryptos and they're looking at Bitcoin as being too high. They don't know about Satoshis. We talked about this. They're looking at these other coins. That's why Ripple still gets pumped, because Ripple is on all these exchanges at a low price point. But now Doge is starting to creep up on these exchanges as well, and they have a lower price point. So that is what people are going to next. And I'm telling you, once it hits $10, there'll be so many people that are actually in the market at that point once it hits 10 cents, there will be so many people in the market at Doge, which we're seeing now. They're going to want to keep pumping. So again, doesn't make sense technically to get to $1. No, fundamentally, it's going to be super hard now, but it's at 8 cents now. It wasn't supposed to be at 8 cents to begin with. So again, it's crazy already. Madam Crypto said Elon Musk holds for the long term. He will become the world's first trillionaire, talking about Doge. That's right, Blue Fig. Please don't lose your shirt with Doge. Again, people think about taking profits. Doge wasn't supposed to hit 8 cents. So could it go to 10 cents? Could it go to 12 cents, 15 in the next few weeks? Highly unlikely, but so was the 8 cent. I would seriously consider being happy with what you have right now, taking some of that profit and going back into it. And speaking of Dogecoin, oh man, we have to talk about this. That BCash army came after us for a year straight. They were worse than Ripple. And now,
BCash.
in the words of Bitcoin Zay, we smoking on that BCash
We
pack,
smoking on that
baby.
BCash pack,
Hey,
baby.
listen. BCash no longer a top 10 cryptocurrency after being hounded out by Dogecoin. That is right. Welcome to Cryptocurrency 2021. If you're new here, or if you just came into crypto the last year or two, and you always try to hawk us all these coins and projects, and we continuously tell you there were coins 2 or 3 years ago that were in the top 10, the top 5 that you never even heard of, who had just as much steam and power behind it. Perfect example. Shining example.
It's funny you it's funny you say Steam and Power, because Steam was one of them, and Steam is
one of them.
Yeah.
Listen,
like literally, we've seen hundreds of coins in the top 10 just go away.
I was about to get this narration. BCash, created by Roger Ver after Segwit 2X, and he wanted to do his own thing. No real utility, no real token. Yet he had an army of people to come on comment sections and tell people how real BCash was and how it was the real Bitcoin. Well, ladies and gentlemen, today officially the real Bitcoin is not even in the top 10, being replaced by the funny joke mean cryptocurrency. Isn't that ironic?
Oh man,
ironic.
Ironic. It doesn't even explain it. Oh
What's
man,
up with BCash? I thought Roger Ver said this was the cash of the future. This was everything that was happening. Like, what is slipping out of our good graces of the top 10 coins?
Oh well, so BCash has been kicked out of the top 10. The latest embarrassment for the altcoin, which last week lost its footing to Binance Coin, and in January was superseded by Chainlink, thus relegates it from the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market cap. At the time of writing, BCash had a market cap of 8.48 billion. I don't know who the hell is holding up BCash's market cap, but that's what it is. It's behind Stellar's 8.63 billion and Doge's 9.5 billion. While Bitcoin itself has gone from strength to strength, BCash has yet to see any real benefits beyond the occasion commitment from figures such as Kim.com, who has sort of been a joke in our community after coming out and saying BCash is the real Bitcoin. So nobody really takes him serious as well. Let's take a look at the BCash chart. If you want to pull that up really quick.
Oh yeah, here, wait. Look at the screen. I'm about to pull up the BCash chart right now. Yeah. Here you go.
Please look at this BCash, and it's gone. We smoking on BCash back, baby.
Get that
trash project out of here.
Those charts don't exist no more. Let me pull it up.
It was garbage from the beginning. It was garbage when it was created. I don't know why it even has a market cap. The only people holding it up must be Roger Ver and Jahan Wu and Kim.com, because nobody is using Bitcoin Cash. Nobody plans on using Bitcoin Cash, and it is not the real Bitcoin. Anything you've heard about the real Bitcoin, or you can't buy coffee with a Bitcoin, malarkey. That is garbage, because Bitcoin Cash. Look at this beautiful chart here. Like Shaquille Sunflower says, the man who sleeps on the floor can't fall off the bed, and that makes about as much sense as BCash's chart right here. It goes from $4,000.
Wait, I'm looking at the chart and I'm processing your metaphors and jokes. You just said the man who sleeps on the floor can't fall off the bed. You old country soul.
The man who sleeps on the floor can't fall off the bed, and what that means is BCash has no chance, so they never will be a Bitcoin type asset long term. But look at this chart. It's fucking garbage. BCash is terrible. I'm so glad we're smoking on BCash pack today. Get them out of here. We've been trying to tell them for years, just like Ripple. They're at the top 10. They won't have any success. I do think their price will pump at some point, because in this market, there are people who sit on dead projects and wait for when a lot of money enters the market. They pump it with a huge supply. They have their sell orders already set. And then once they sell, they dump on everybody else. So I'm not saying the price won't go up. I'm just saying this project has been dead on arrival, and we're just seeing the market value of it reflect that.
And real quick, just to comment on what you said, for people who don't understand the history of BCash, what he means by dead on arrival, as you can see the date, it came out July 24th. You can see 2017, right? BCash, when it came out, was already controversial. They literally created it after that whole New York agreement, where a bunch of companies like Coinbase and all these other companies, and institutions, some crypto projects as well, some people in the crypto community decided to go in some secret hotel room in New York and try to basically fork Bitcoin for corporations. After that failed is when BCash was created. Like literally a couple of weeks after it failed, Roger Ver was like, all right, forget it. I got my own thing. Whoever rolling with me.
Yeah.
That is how BCash started, people. It was never real. And then after BCash was like the Bitcoin SV, Bitcoin diamond and platinum during those times. So like you said, it was dead on arrival. As you can see, literally it had a couple pumps, 2017, 2018, the top, and it's literally been going down since then. Something else I want to talk about, which we might not saw. And here's the thing. BCash, since that wasn't real, and since Bitcoin SV wasn't real, essentially we had an extra, yearly we had another about $500 that should have been to the price of Bitcoin, pricing to Bitcoin that was not pricing to Bitcoin, because you had BCash sitting over here at 400, $300, and you had Bitcoin SV or whatever sitting over here at 100 or something dollars. Well, not only now will that money go back into Bitcoin, we might see that money go into Dogecoin now. Yeah. BCash just got eclipsed by Dogecoin. The way these people trade, the psychology of some of the traders, they're going to look at that and be like, oh, Dogecoin is cheaper anyway. This is $400. It's not in the top 10. This is 8 cents now, and it is. Doesn't make sense to investor trade with, I know, but that is how some people do it. So
that's the psychology of the market, people. That's how
it's crazy to see that. But again, we had to point that out because BCash was one of those projects that had an army with them. On everybody's videos, on everybody's tweets, all in the videos. No, they're not even here. So it's crazy. There we go. We got 142 people watching. Thank you, Crypto.
All-time high, baby.
Please, all-time high. Hey.
All-time high. We're hitting all-time highs every day, baby. Yeah.
Hey, please smash that like. That is how you all pay us. That's how we like to get our tips. Smash that like and share. Let YouTube and these advertisers do the rest for us. We truly appreciate it. All right. Ethereum futures are now trading on CME. What? This 2021 is shaping up to be a good year, huh?
This might be the wildest day in Bitcoin history so far. Yes, we have CME futures joining in on the Ethereum action. They're talking about here 5 things to look for this week. So it seems as though after climbing through much of the previous week trading, Bitcoin is up 15%. But Ethereum's CME futures could basically be very good or very bad, because we saw that happen with Bitcoin. When CME futures came, we saw that push from 6K to 10K. We also saw the drop from 20K to 30K. So futures, which allow you to have a piece of paper that says you own Bitcoin or a piece of paper that says you own Ethereum, these futures are coming about today. And because Ethereum was literally right at that all-time high mark, CME futures basically pushed it above it. And this is great to see, only because the last time CME futures were used, it was used to push it down. So unfortunately for some people, they thought they could short the market. They thought they could. I don't know why people still go short in crypto. Unless you're doing it for a short-term play, you got to get up out of there. But D-Day for Ethereum futures, as strong as Bitcoin looked, Monday was all about altcoins, and in particular Ethereum. After passing all-time highs last week, the largest altcoin has received its own dedicated Ether futures from the CME group. With the wave of professional traders now tipped to enter, excitement was already clearly visible in the market over the past week as Grayscale added to a buying frenzy that sent Ethereum above $1,750. So, of course, we are starting to see that huge push in price. We're starting to see even Ethereum is getting a nod from the CME futures. This market is only getting bigger, people. And one thing I want to say about people, the futures markets, when they do enter, a lot of times people say, hey, they dictate the price for a short term. It doesn't have anything to do with the long term. However, Ethereum's different than Bitcoin. Ethereum's not looked at as a safe haven asset. Ethereum's not regularly traded in other countries. So even though Bitcoin survived the CME, I think, boom and bust of 2017, don't know if Ethereum will. We'll have to see. So that's a lot of money being pushed on paper and not the actual asset itself. So CME futures will be out, and we'll see how Ethereum does.
Yes. And speaking of, Ethereum did really well this weekend, as you were saying. They had this nice little pump going toward the end of last week, as did everything as we've seen today. Antonio, good point. And Antonio, my fault. I'm actually going to, when I send they send us a thank you email. So when I reply to the Bitways team, I will throw your name in there in regards to the Instagram or the social media manager. I saw you mention that in the chat room when he was live the other day. I meant to get back to it and say it out loud to him. I forgot, but we got you, Antonio. But speaking of Antonio, he said Elon's trolling everyone with Doge while his company is buying up Bitcoin. Very true. Very true. It's the pump fake, people. You better be careful because if he is a person or some of his teammates or whatever are pumping that Doge, I saw Candace say it too. Don't come in late and get wrecked. People, I need you to understand 0.8 cent for Doge, 0.08. is the same as $43,000 Bitcoin. All right. Like you need to
Yeah.
understand how crazy this is right now. So yeah, definitely be careful with that. You may have already missed. Well, I mean, you definitely missed a lot of the pump because I don't see it doubling to 16 overnight. So you missed a lot of that pump already. So I don't see you really coming out unless these parents are really giving these kids that money. Hey, take my Apple Pay. Do what you do.
Hey, do what you want.
Fumble to Face said Roger Ver has done that a lot. Apparently on his website, it makes it look like you're buying Bitcoin, you're buying BCash. Yeah, that was something else he did back in 2017. People, we remember when it happened. I think we actually covered that story too on the show.
Yep. And that's why Roger Ver is probably gonna get jumped at the next conference wherever he goes.
Hilarious.
It's not BCash.
For those who know, Roger Ver used to be Bitcoin Jesus, people. He was the official Bitcoin Jesus accepted by the community until that date on July 24th, 2017. Like we're really into the New York agreement when they found out he was in the hotel room or whatever. They're like, all right, get him out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
Saladin El Rahim said Max Kaiser has one word for those coins, which I won't repeat in this chat. That is very true. He don't want none of it. Let's see. Madam, okay. Yeah, somebody asked about storage. Treasures are good as well. And yeah, I'm going with oh wow, Dogecoin is number 9 on CoinGecko. LOL. I use CoinGecko as well. I used to use that. There you go. People are asking about storage options. Treasure. That's right, people. Exodus is officially an exchange in my book. All right, let's make sure we're on the same page about that. Exodus is an exchange. You can keep your money there as well, but it is an exchange in my book as of now. All right. Hacker refuses to hand police password for seized wallet with $6.5 million in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I'm not saying to not follow law or don't listen to local police or government or federal regulations or anything. However, we want to point out when it comes to Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, other humans can only take your money if you give it to them. Point blank, period. They can only tax your money if you give it to them. They can only take it in any sort of way if you give them the private keys. It looks like here, throughout a 2-year prison term, the man repeatedly refused to give wallet access to German authorities. German authorities who seized convicted hackers' wallet containing over 1,700 Bitcoin worth at least $64.7 million at today's prices have hit a brick wall when trying to access the coins. According to a German prosecutor cited by Reuters Friday, the convicted criminal is refusing to share the password that will allow the authorities to access the Bitcoin. The hacker was sentenced to an over 2-year prison term for installing software on other people's computers without permission in order to mine crypto. So he sounds to be one of them scammers. So, you go to a website, your computing power is being used to mine Bitcoin without your knowledge. He has now served his sentence and has consistently refused to hand over the wallet password despite multiple requests. And this is simple. We asked him, but he didn't say, says prosecutor Sebastian Muir of Reuters. Perhaps he doesn't know. Honestly, since the prosecutor's being this nice with him, I mean, I'm assuming he gave the prosecutor something. Was like, hey, I can give you something. I ain't giving everybody something.
Myself, yeah.
But again, prosecutors have made sure the man cannot access the Bitcoin trove after release. It's going to be like Ocean's 11. So he's not going to access it the first week or month or 2 years, but 3-4 years later, that thing getting hit. But I want to point this out because, again, we even talk about he got the 2 life sentences, Ross Albert. And it's like, did the government give Ross his Bitcoin? And if so, did he give them the Bitcoin in the hope to lessening his sentence? I don't know. But here's the deal, people. It's just like if you're with somebody, you all commit murder, no matter what, you're a part of that murder. You can snitch all you want. You're going to get at least 2 to 5, 8 years. You kill somebody. You're in that mix. With Bitcoin, people, like I liken it to the same thing because no matter what, if you're in trouble, you're going to get the punishment. So I'm not sure why people are giving away their Bitcoin as they get the punishment.
I mean, honestly, we're not trying to tell you this is the playbook, but this is why we say Bitcoin's unconfiscatable. Because at the end of the day, you can say, got my password. That's it. There's nothing they can do from there. And people don't understand how powerful that is because you can't tell a country that they have sanctions. You can't confiscate a bank account. You can't take away somebody's assets. If you try to come for Bitcoin and the person says, I don't know the password, you can't do shit but hope they find the password. And if they don't have it, there's nothing you can do. And then when you ever get out of jail, or even you may have somebody you trust to actually be able to have that private key, you can move those funds from that wallet to another wallet with that private key. And even if they see it move, to another wallet, I don't have the password to that one either. I'm in jail. How could I move it? Not saying that's the playbook, but I'm pretty sure this is what this guy is doing. And this only really speaks to what we mean by the power of Bitcoin. For the first time in U.S. history, you have an asset that's unconfiscatable. They can't take it from you, even if they keep you in jail. So once they give you that sentence, why are you giving up your password at all? Don't give up your Bitcoin at all. And I promise you, you'll be able to use it in the future because they won't. And that's the power of Bitcoin. So this dude here, I hate that he was a hacker that had to take money from people in order to do it. However, he's showing you that if you don't want to give them your password, there's nothing they can do to take it.
Yeah, for sure. I want to piggyback on that. I mean, he's definitely a POS for, hacking people, stealing computing power and all that. So we're not putting that out there like this is a good person. However, we are talking about the power of Bitcoin on this show, and that is the power of it. And that is a slippery slope. Whereas, like, yes, some criminals will have crazy access to their own money, but also what I believe the majority of the planet is not criminal or bad, because we'd be at war all day, every day, like literally everyone would. I think the majority of people are going to use it just in a normal way as for good things. So, but yeah, again, when we go down these slippery slopes of different, I mean, hey, some people didn't want the election go a certain way. You can now vote with your money all the way. There isn't no, hey, if the voting booth isn't how you like it, say, you know what? I'm not voting, period. I'm not going to the voting booth unless you all fix it. And then I'll start going to the voting booth and I'll start paying my taxes. And they have no choice but to do it. So again, want to definitely point out the power of Bitcoin. A couple of things I saw mentioned in the comment section. People are talking about multiple wallets. Yes, I will highly suggest multiple wallets as well. And I saw someone already said, so you don't have a single point of failure, but that is the reason why I think I'm using like at least 7 or 8 to 10 crypto wallets at least, like probably 8 to 10. Yeah, 8 to 10.
Yeah.
So like between two people right here, there's like 20 or 30 crypto wallets. People,
I would say I got at least 20, 35, somewhere about 35.
I know I got 10. So I got 8 to 10. So that answers your question right there. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just you are your own bank, and just like a regular bank wouldn't keep all the money in the safe, you shouldn't keep all of your crypto on one wallet either. You should make sure you mix them up as well. And let's see. I think I saw a couple more. Dr. Stephen Carter says self-sovereign. And Dr. Stephen Carter actually said something funny earlier in the chat. I can't find it. I had to find it later. Everybody's been on fire earlier. At $43,000, I am seeing Bitcoin Jesus right now, Dr. Stephen Carter says. JQ said, how can the average person get into Bitcoin now? Doesn't it make more sense to get into alts and ride the profits to Bitcoin? No. So people,
unit bias
to 100 million. So it's a Satoshi. It goes less than a penny now. We can pay for things with less than a penny. So because of that, you don't need to go into Bitcoin and say, I need $43,000 worth. As Bitcoins, they say, how much is 1,000 Satoshis worth, or 60,000 Satoshis?
It's about $30 right now. A million Satoshis is about $430. 100,000 Satoshis is about $43. And again, if you keep going down from there, you can actually see that Satoshis are cheaper than most of these altcoins you talk about, and it's less risky because it's scarce. Dogecoin isn't scarce. No altcoin is scarce, really. So yes, even if you look at the price and say, this is a lot, when you look at your risk management, which is all trading is, if you're a trader, is risk management, Bitcoin's the least risky asset. That should be what you're investing in, especially if you're just starting.
There you go. Yeah, I'm glad you said, especially just starting. A lot of people just starting asking about like tons of coins. It's like, stay with Bitcoin, learn about Bitcoin. If you're interested in being a trader, do ghost trades, which is basically having a sell sheet open, or even I think some websites that allow you to actually put them in now, but you basically put in what you would have traded. So like right now, if you're interested in Doge, but you're a new trader, let's say you buy 400 shares, whatever, 1,000 shares of Doge or what it is now, put that on the Excel sheet, watch it for 2 weeks, say, put on the sheet when you think you actually sell it or whatever, and then look at it for 2 weeks and study your own trading path, your own trading chart, your own trends, and see if you made the right calls or not. If you do that in the next 2 weeks, you made the wrong calls, then the market's not going to stop, right? Like you didn't miss a trading opportunity. But it also says you probably need to learn more. But if you do that next 2 weeks, you're like, oh, I could have made X amount of money. Then hey, do it a couple more times and maybe you're ready to jump out there and really start trading. But I would highly suggest, there we go, TradingView. Thank you, Alec G. You can paper trade on TradingView. There it is. Highly suggest you try that first. And last but not least today, bringing in another top story, big news of the day. CoinDesk is now introducing CoinDesk TV, industry-leading crypto news now in living color. And that's right, Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern time. We have community and crypto, community crypto. Bitcoin Zay, tell us about your new show. Hey.
Oh yeah, let's get it. Yeah, so new show, some people may know, on CoinDesk TV, starting Thursdays at 5 p.m. Later this month. As it says here, Bitcoin and Black America author Isaiah Jackson explores how crypto is creating and impacting communities. We're organizing virtual meetups in the U.S. and around the world that dives deeper into key themes, issues, or questions that arise. Literally, we get in meetup groups from all around the world, having these virtual sessions, and then eventually getting to a point where I'm traveling to these places trying to be the Bourdain of Bitcoin. So thank you, everybody who supported us for the Gentlemen of Crypto.
Hey.
And then transitioning to Community Crypto. We'll still be live every day at 10, but Community Crypto will be once a week, Thursday at 5. So make sure you tune in.
There you go. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, one more time.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you know me. This is why we need to hope. We need a producer in here because look, I'm trying to.
and for anybody who missed it, I do want to say again, 3 p.m. Eastern today, Fox Business. I'll be on there talking about Bitcoin and Tesla again.
We in here.
We in here
like swimwear. Moonwalker said Doge to the moon. Josh Allen, congrats. Everybody saying let's go. Congrats. What's going on, Kiyama? First time I saw your name, she said congrats, cuz. I'm thinking that's your real cuz.
Yeah, that's my real cousin. Kiyama. Hey, Kyle, what's going on?
Here we go. O's and Z. There's the guy who has 1,200 Bitcoins. Forgot his password. Rest in peace. I saw someone said they think the Satoshi can go 1-to-1 by the end of the year.
Hey man, anything is possible.
What would it take? What would it take for it to be at 1?
Oh man, so for $1 in Bitcoin to be 1 Satoshi, Bitcoin would have to be $21 trillion.
If we get to 1 Satoshi this year, listen, people, we get to 1 Satoshi this year. I'm calling it live. I'm starting a new government inside the United States. Join if you want. Gang. We in here. Look, it is what it is. All right, look. Fuckery has to stop. Somebody has to stop it. And we have the money to back it. It's happening. All right.
Exactly.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't want people to be like, oh, you like those Capitol Hill riders? No, it's fine. Okay. Other than that, that is for the show today, people. As always, thanks for watching. I think we have like 150 people live now. The highest it's ever been. We would truly appreciate if everyone right now can smash the like button, the thumbs up button on the video, and share this video one time. Share it to Twitter, share it to Facebook, share it somewhere, people. We got Bitcoin Zay on Fox News to bring in the show. He's leaving today, going back on Fox News. What more do you want from me?
What more do you want from me?
We try it. We got Bitcoin Garrett. What more do you want from me? Listen, make sure you smash that like and share. Thanks for the continued support. Shout out to Bitcoin Zay. We're going to be watching you today. I'm going to put you on my IG all day. And we'll be back tomorrow with some more Bitcoin news, folks. You got anything else?
That's all for me.